Young and new is in the
Mean.
I'm VoO. I'm a rapper from EL. I make music, rap, bit of R&B, but I'm not really into the R&B part because I'm a rapper. I started music back in, I would say 2008, 2009. It was a group called 8 Bars. Some people in EL might know it, some people probably don't know it, but it was more Beacon Bay type vibe, so it wasn't everybody in East London. We once dropped a diss track, which is, yeah, it was, it kind of went viral, I would say, but yeah, that was our biggest thing. But the group fell apart, and I decided I'm just gonna start rapping by myself, and yeah, that's basically how VoO started. In the group, we had Lil Wandle, which is one that he doesn't rap anymore. K Dizzy, I'm not sure if he's still rapping, but he's active. He's active with the pen, but we haven't heard him on the mic yet. X is probably the biggest guy. He started off as Dr. X back in the day. He was the main producer, and yeah, we just rapped on there, and he made the beats. There was a Size. He stopped long ago. He stopped before the group actually broke apart and stuff. But yeah, that was the group. Well, my stage name, if you actually look at my name, you'll see the letters O and V are in caps, and the middle letter is very small. Basically, the O is my name, Onga, and the V is my surname, Willem. Willem's own Onga. There's nothing crazy about it, but that's how I came up with the name. Yeah, in 2015, I dropped For Real. That was basically my first tape, my first big tape where I actually worked hard on like everything. I worked with a couple of producers, namely Miyagi taught me. He did the Raising the Slummies. I made I'm not even sure. I made, I think, 2 or 3 beats there by myself. I had a producer at the time. I'm still like working with them, but we're not as close as we used to be. DJ Q-Star, he's from EL. And those were the main producers on the tape. There were also some other producers, but it's kind of a long time ago. I don't remember everybody. With the features though, I worked with a few people from EL. I worked with Marcus Cordwell. He's now, I think, in Gauteng. I had Kayla. She's still in East London. She's not really, she can sing, but she's not really as active as other people. I worked with Blue Castro, who's now TSK. He's actually here in PE with me. And there was, of course, GMW. He's been on 2 tracks with me on that, yeah. For Real for me was, I was out there to make some proper quality music people can listen to for a long time, and that's basically why I named it For Real. I was making real music. Like, I wasn't just writing beats, I was out there writing lyrics that made sense. And basically the whole time I was saying there's a whole lot of cats in EL who, I'm not taking shots, I'm just saying like who are more popping than other people, and when you listen to those people, you're just like, okay, EL music's not so wow.
My head is over the water. My head.
Hard Work, that was a tape I dropped this year, 2016. It was very different from For Real because, firstly, the beat choice, that was, I personally like 808s. Everybody that knows me is like, yo, he's an 808 guy, put an 808. If he doesn't feel the beat, put the 808, he'll jam it. When I went and I did Hard Work, everything changed. I was like, I first actually released On Your Own. That was my single, which I released 2015. And as soon as I dropped it, I was like, yo, I'm gonna just start talking about life now, just life, and that's all it's gonna be. So there's no 808s, it's just gonna be real music. Like, every music's real. I just mean like, it's just gonna be that everybody can listen to this, and not just teenagers and stuff like that. In terms of production on Hard Work, I looked for a lot of people that were very versatile. I wanted a different sound. I didn't want to sound like, because there's a whole lot of people right now making the same sound, and when it's so congested, it's kind of hard to actually be heard. Like, yo, you hear that track? Because it'll be like, yeah, but it sounded like that track. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down, do something very different to what people are doing right now, and then maybe people actually listen to it. Hard work. The EP itself, it's not about hard work as in the rap's hard work. I know a lot of people are like, oh, okay, he's talking about like it's hard in the music industry and stuff. But I actually say to my intro track, I'm gonna actually redo my intro for you. It's a short piece. It's looking back at the things in my life that have made me happy. I realized it was the overcoming of life's obstacles, regardless of their magnitude, and just feeling valued, appreciated, loved. And it hasn't been a joyful ride, but the route that I took has led me to become more free, and that's hard work. That's literally what I talk about the whole EP. And it was basically life. It's not really music, it's more just life. And yeah, that was hard work. Civil Smash is he's a young cat in EL. I like his beats because he's abstract, and then he brings in that 808. And I spoke about this. If you put anything and you give it an 808, I'm satisfied. And then the first time I heard him was on his sister's track, that Fuck track. I think it's called Fuck, but with a V instead of a U or something like that. I can't really remember, but I heard the beat. I was like, this beat is okay. He knows what he's doing, this kid. And the vocals, I spoke to him about it. He said the vocals for the track were lower than the recommended like volume, whatever. But yeah, so most of the track you're listening to the beat more than the lyrics because the lyrics are so low that you can't actually hear them like all the time. But I listened to the beat, I was like, damn, I gotta talk to this boy. He's really good. And we made a track called RFAN, Right for a Nigga. The track he spoke to me about it. It was a few days after New Year's. I saw him a few days before New Year's at the beach, and we were just like talking a little bit. He sends me this track, and he's like, yo, let's work on this. But he's nervous about it at the same time. He's like, let's work on this type vibe, but I don't know if we're gonna take it. Like, when I started recording, he's like, I don't know if we're gonna release this anymore. He was kind of like, never mind type vibe. He's like, okay, let's release it. But then he was still kind of skeptical because I remember when he was about to release it, he's like, you release it, like release it on your account. And I was like, yo, what? Because it's his beat and his thing. So like I'm just kind of more of a feature. Even though we did it like a co-song, I was more of a feature type vibe. But yeah.
Would you ride for a nigga, baby? Would you die for a nigga, baby? Would you? Yeah.
People I like to work with that are here in EC that I haven't worked with, I really feel J-Bucks. Like he's just, and he's very old, so he has that influence. Is just like, damn, like he has that old school type vibe, and I like that. I would really like to work with that guy. Like I would really like to work with him. Me and Ice on the mic, Isaac Wilson. We've spoken a few times. So it was a track we were supposed to release together, but I think he didn't like the beat or something. So like he gave me another beat, and he's like, let's work on this beat. And then I was like, nah, I don't like this beat. But there's a track. We're still gonna release it. I was supposed to put it in Hard Work, but it didn't really fit the whole concept of the EP itself. So I was like, listen, you can record this anytime because I'll only use it like later on in the year. But yeah, that's another guy I would like to work with. I don't want to say the platforms aren't like on point, but like there is a bit of stuff missing. They're doing a good job by allowing people to have their music played on there. Obviously, you have to have contacts to get your music played there. They get your music and they just like, they look at it and pass it on. They don't really take the time to listen. I understand they have a lot on their schedule, but most of music in rotation is actually just music that's in rotation because I know this guy and he works there. So, yo, with other platforms like your guys' thing, I like the fact that you can actually see what's getting played and what's not getting played, so you can automatically just be like, yo, I'm gonna play this, I'm gonna listen to this. Like with people like you guys, I feel like you should actually at the same time do reviews for other people, like other unknown people. So like I know who to listen to and who not to listen to, because you get people that will have just their friends playing their music and you thinking, damn, this guy's he's probably making the best track, and you listen to it, you're like, okay, this was not that good. And you get people that are down there at the bottom, and you actually take the time, you just randomly listen to your music, you're like, wow, this boy's got talent, stuff like that. So I feel like maybe just, I've seen you guys have your opinion on the best tapes and stuff like that. Maybe just like the best singles for the week or something like that. That would, like, not most played and stuff, just the best for the week. That also helps.
The modern generation lost in translation, but we smarter, feel like water. So that's what I thought of. Yam Nandingoma. Yeah.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Blacksmith. You guys did a great job. I've been watching your episodes, and season 2, I'm ending it off. The best for last. Shout out to TSK, GMW, Whack Beats. Shout out to all the people that have listened to my music, shared it, liked it, told their friends to tell their friend, to tell another friend. Shout out to everybody. Check me out on SoundCloud /VoO-4, Facebook, VoO for real. You can check me out on Instagram, VoOmain, and yeah.
Crash. Be water, my friend.
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. But if I tell you I'm no good, you know I'm lying.